What is up? Welcome back to my channel, Prison POV. That was a real bummer. Been a long time since I had a video just die on me. But I wasn't right in the middle of talking, so that's a plus, I guess. Try to look at the bright side. But I mean, that really freaking sucks. I think my trash was full, and I had a bunch of unread Instagram messages, I'm guessing. Gotta sort it out. I think we could just run with it. So, I'm gonna have to add something else too, because the story I was gonna go into is not gonna be that long. And don't release short videos. So, I was this homegirl. She's like 60 years old or so. 50 or 80. I don't know. She was an older lady. She sold heroin. Even though she was old, she'd do heroin all day long. She was cool. I liked her. I'd go to her house was like a dope house. People in and out all day long. One day I was there. It was just her and I. And so I left. I had some things I had to do. I'm just going to leave. So, there's a front door, is rarely used. Not by her anyway, because her bedroom was hooked on the back door. And so you'd come around, her apartment was on the end, you'd come around, whoop. So I came around, right when I came around, I seen this van pull up, door open, 4 cops jump out. Plain clothes, a couple of them had a mask on, guns. They didn't pull their guns out like I seen them do before. They just came walking up, rushing up, told me, get on your belly. So I prone out, they come up, 2 of them walk around back, one starts being on the door, one walks up, puts his foot right on my back. And I'm like, what the hell? He's got his foot on my back. I've been a lot of things to a lot of different people. I've never been a straight footstool. And it was like that for a while. He took those 2 cops coming around back, come to the house, and the other ones open the door. When they open the door, 3rd cop walks in. The guy who was standing on my back tells me, get up, searches me, and says, take off. I was like, take off? Felt kind of weird. What do you mean take off? I'm under the influence. Look at like, I don't want to take off. You ready at the house? You can take my homegirl to jail. I don't want it. This is odd, I thought. The cop showed up right when I left. I mean, she's sitting there doing her thing. I go, okay, later I'm going to leave. She goes, okay, bye. Then she goes down, she looks up, and there's 4 cops. He's like, where am I? Walking down the road. I think I'll go get a Pepsi or something. No, I was like, I'm on influence, take me in. I didn't say that, I was thinking it, and I did feel weird walking away. I was like, damn, weird. I knew she wasn't going to trip on me, because my reputation is stellar. Never been one to tell, and everyone knows that. Still, just didn't feel right. I would rather went to jail with homegirl. Going down the road, I get home, I call people, I say, hey, this is what happened. Cops come, don't go over there. They go, no, everything's cool. Cops came, and I was like, what happened? No, she's still there. I was like, still there? Yeah, they didn't find nothing. I see myself, there was a lot of somethings. When I was there, right when I walked out, the cops came, they went in, there was like a lot of somethings. But, again, they were knocking for a minute. Maybe she just got up. Obviously, she did hit it. So I'm not going to sit and say she told her anything. She got away. It's kind of weird, though, because I thought she'd be tripping on me, and it turned out I was tripping on her. But it worked out all good. But she was kind of sloppy. There was a lot of dope spread around. So, but anyway, she said they did find a syringe, just had water in it. So, there's that. One day, though, not long after this, she was sitting in a chair like this. I'll walk in, money everywhere. How just do that? Walk in, whoop. She's sitting in the room by herself, money everywhere. So I start picking it up. It's like almost $400 in small bills. And so I'm like, oh shit. So, but I mean, I was feeling lucky. I knew that morning when I woke up, I was hot. I was very, very lucky that day. So I said, I'm going to have to take $40 to go down to the casino, just a couple streets over. I'm hot. I knew I'm going to be able to get this 40 back. I woke her up. I go, hey, man, this money was all over. What are you doing? She said, oh, thank you. I'll be back. I'm leaving. I left, took that 40, went and played. Sure enough, won $100. Came back around. I walked in. I go, hey, here's your $40. Some girl that was sitting there said, she knew you took it. She was telling everybody that you took $40 from her. I was like, what? Like that? I did you a favor. I could add the whole kit and caboodle. I borrowed 40 for like 2 hours tops. Crazy. Did her a favor. Anyways, yeah, she's a good homegirl. She moved out of state. I don't even know what happened. Very first raid I was ever in. My homeboy, good homeboy Jeremy. Him and I hung out a lot. I remember in high school, we were walking home from high school, he tried to fight this grown man. Grown man was like following us, they were going to fight, and the grown man tripped me out. He's like all big ass grown man with a beard, and my little homie in high school, I think we were freshmen, started to drive away. And my buddy Jeremy's taunting him, like, D for drive, motherfucker, put your plane, come over here, let's fight. And the dude ran away from him. I never forget that. My homie calling out, old man, the dude ran away. We ran a lot. He's another dude that just always sold the sack, always had. I know several dudes are just like that. They just get dope and they just sell it. Not me, I'm a terrible dope dealer. Not good at all. I get it and I do it all. I'd rather just have some, you come over, you don't have no money, let's do it all, and then go come up another way. I can't see my homies coming over. Now you got $40, homie, or you got this. No, I don't get down with that. I'm just not a good drug dealer. But this dude, Jeremy's very good, always been very good at it. So, before we start going to prison, now, after I went to prison, they started calling me Splinter, and they started calling him Crash. But we didn't know each other as Splinter and Crash. We just knew each other as Chris and Jeremy. So we ran amok way back in the day, both of us, before we ever went to prison. Sometimes I'd be at a prison somewhere, and someone said, hey man, Crash sends his regards, he's over here, this and that, but I never have got a chance to run around with him. But anyways, he needs a ride. He's at a motel. I go over there. As soon as I get there, I see two guys sitting in a car. I just know they're cops. I just knew it. The way they were looking, I said, damn, those cops. I get up to his room. He's like, I go, dude, there's two cops out there. He's like, you're tripping. I go, dude, I'm serious. And he had some dope out. I straight flushed it. He's like, what the fuck? I start cleaning up. There were some scales. Cleaned up all the scales, got everything all cleaned up. And then as soon as I did that, boom, the cops literally kicked in the door. Didn't even knock on nothing. Motel door. Kicked the motel in. Bam. And they came in, gavelled us all up. Got me for, even though I wasn't, got me for under the influence. Even though I don't even think I was. Could have been, don't matter. Took me to jail. Took all of us to jail. I got released in the morning. I called my house, my car was there. And I had to call my brother, and I had him go get my, he had a set of keys. Somehow he got keys, my dad or someone. He went and got my fucking car from the hotel, took it to our house. I was calling, he was going to pick me up from jail, because I was getting out, getting released. He was going to have to bring my car to come get me. I call him when I get out, hey man, I'm out. Tell my brother, waiting, had to come out to Laredo back then. They didn't have the county opened up. And this fool, some long hair hippie dude I didn't even know, comes pulling up my fucking badass El Camino. My dad got me. I'm like, what? He's all, is there Chris? Chris right here? I'm like, yeah, right here, fool. And he expected me to get in the passenger side. I was like, scoot over. I was like, no, get out. Who the fuck are you? Oh, your brother told me to come pick you up. What the fuck is he at the house? Sitting you in my car? Good looking out. Shit, you put any gas in it? That was odd. That was my very first raid. When I first hung out with Jeremy, I'll never forget this too. I really got to stretch this video, man. Look at, throw this in. When I first met him, I was worked at Thrifty's when I was 15 years old. Serving ice cream. I got my first check. It was like a whopping like 240 bucks, some shit. I went out with that dude, Jeremy, I'm talking about, my cousin, a couple other dudes, and did dope for the first time. Crank. And we were driving around snorting it. Just driving around, just fucking shit up, doing whatever, and just pulling every once in a while and snorting it. I didn't know this dude, Jeremy. I knew my cousin. I didn't know this other dude. So I was kind of like, just whatever, we're having fun. But drugs made me kind of trippy, and I was still kind of trippy. Then we get to go down this long ass alley, and pull up. There's a light, so you want the light. There's a street light down at the end. There's a fucking canal. Look creepy, like old abandoned farm and shit. Some broken down vehicles. And they pull out a big saw blade. I see them pull it out. I jumped out of the back seat. Like, fuck that. I still had like $60 whole left for my Thrifty's money. They're going to try to get it from me. Hold up, though. Yeah, they were after my Thrifty's money, dude. They're going to try to straight rob me with a saw blade that was like this big. They start laughing at me. Wait. Damn it. They start laughing at me. I'm like, what the fuck? They said, get in. I said, no, dude, you're going to try to hit me with that saw blade. You're not getting my 60 bucks I got left for my Thrifty job. Then my cousin's like, dude, you're tripping. I go, what, you got that big ass? He goes, that's what we've been snorting lines on all night. Don't remember seeing it? I mean, you've snorted like probably 10 lines off of it. I mean, it didn't look nearly as intimidating as it does at the end of this freaking alley. Or whatever we're on. There's a U-turn, the dead end by the canal and the fucking bar and the old broken down vehicles. Looks pretty scary under the moonlight. All sped up. I hate speed. It's funny how many people call me a tweaker. But no wonder. Look at me. I am pretty wiry. I'll tell you this. I had a cool dude I met through Prison POV. Talk on the phone. Did some messaging. He sent me some stuff. Then he passed through town. He's not from here and he wanted to hook up. I said, yeah, he was close by. He's on Big Shore right over here. I said, fuck, dude, come over here. We met at a park by my house. We're talking, hanging out. He gave me a shirt. He pulls out a crank pipe. I go, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, you want some? I go, no, dude, hell no. He goes, dude, you seriously don't tweak? I go, no, dude, I seriously do not tweak. Look at me. I do not tweak, bro. My methadone, I smoke my weed, Xanax every once in a great while. Meth, no. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. It affects my brain until it shuts me down. It throws me way out in left field. I couldn't if I wanted to. I think I'd done so much over the years. Damn my brain. I hate that shit. Don't want to do it. So it just trips me out. People call me tweaker. Think what you want, but I hate that shit. Homeboy pulled it out, tried to hand it to me. I go, dude, no. What the fuck you doing? He goes, dude, you really don't? No, I really don't. Put in your pocket. Let's leave. I got paranoid. I got the fuck out of there. Some dude was walking up towards us and shit. Wow. But those BFATs. They also got me. I got right at the parole officer's house. Parole officer. I have a video. There's a guy who works for the parole office doing the STAR program. He's like a STAR teacher doing a drug class. I met him this night. You can go watch the video. Ended up living in his house. Got it raided by the parole office. That day, before he went to work at the parole office, I had him drop me off at my buddy's house. Hung out all day. On his way home, he had to come pick me up. Went to McDonald's, got some food. We come back in. I seen 2 dudes in the white car down at the end. Didn't dawn on me until I was handcuffed in the back of the cop car. Fuck, those 2 dudes were cops. To go in, yeah, beat that radius that time too. The other time got me is when a stabbing. I got caught for a stabbing. Up in this girl's apartment. It was weird too because someone called that apartment and said this girl's name. Let's say her name is Penny. Is Penny there? This is Splinter, they said. I was like, this is Splinter and you're looking for Penny? I was like, you're Splinter? And they're like, hang on. No. Is Penny or Splinter there? Straight said this is Splinter. The fucking cop did when he called up. And I was like, no one's here by that name. Child lace, Holmes. So, they were even close. So I knew they were going to come. Then my friend took the knife that I just stabbed me with and threw it in the trash. Where's my knife? I go, threw it away. I go, why? They already know who I am and shit. There's no need to get rid of the evidence and shit. You watch too much fucking TV. So I ran down there, got my knife out of the trash, and seen 2 dudes in a cop car down at the very end. Came running back up, right in the apartment. Right at that time, I was able to go in there, put the knife down, and come back, look out the freaking window. I seen him come to the stairs. This time, dude had a mask, long hair, probably a wig, now that I think back on it, and a big old dirty, hairy, long-ass barrel, silver gun, walking up the stairs. Homegirl whose apartment was, opened the door and took off running. I just stood there right. Everything in the house is mine, it's all mine. Whatever. Got busted. You know the rest of the story. Told it a couple times. What else was I going to say? I'd love to get a couple more minutes in. If it dies, I'm going to throw this freaking water bottle. But you guys won't see it because it already been died at that point. What else? When else? Why else? I remember one time, as girlfriend, she was watching her nephew. He's like 3, 4 years old. We're at her dad's house. I was scanning on parole. Sheriffs came deep. Gang them. Start beating on the door. Now kids are, 3 or 4, trying to